Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the stream. As you can see, today we're gonna continue the rest of Danah's leveling. Of course, because it takes 2 days for your fatigue to completely go back to how it was, which is 200%. Today is probably gonna be a little bit shorter, because it hasn't been 2 days, and since I'm not in my guild yet, I can't use the rest feature. So because I can't use the rest feature, I can't gain back fatigue. So just gonna have to deal with that for a little bit. But it's fine. Perfectly fine, I hope. I just don't want the music to be too loud to overshadow everything. So let's continue. So as you can see by the look that I have right now, this is probably gonna be my final look. Yeah, this is probably definitely gonna be my final look. I like it. I had to go through some trial and error, and I had to really fight myself to actually, you know, just real quick. Turn that down a tad bit for myself so I could hear myself think for once. But yeah, I had to go through some trial and error, some oh my god, I had to fight my demons. But at the end of the day, I decided to just go with this. A little bit of mixture of her level 54 and her level 60 set. And I like it. Alright, so I didn't restart my PC, so I am losing some performance. And I do got a couple of things running in the background, so we are gonna lose out on a little bit of performance. If there's a little bit of skips and a little bit of lag, I apologize for that. I can't do anything about it right now at the moment. Oh, and the quality is turned down a little bit. Could turn it up, but honestly at the moment it's not necessarily needed. Because I played Knockout yesterday. I tried to stream Knockout, but it was having like a whole bunch of problems. So I had to turn down the bitrate a little bit. Could turn it up, but I'm leveling. And in order for me to like fix everything, I'm probably gonna have to restart the stream, which I don't really want to do. Let's deal with what I got. And I really do want to give a heads up to people. The reason I'm not using the secondary PC is because I don't have a capture card. That's literally it. And the capture card that I'm going for is around $200 and something, which is not much, but I got to I gotta save money also because I'm in the process of trying to move next year, so can't spend the money right now. But next year, hopefully like probably like the 4th month or like 5th month of next year, I'll actually be able to use it. Right now it's just there. It hasn't even been set up yet. It's there. That's what I'm saying, eventually I won't have to deal with this anymore. The capture card, of course, that I'm going for is going to be a AverMedia. It's gonna be the 4K AverMedia, so it can do 1080p, 1440, and also 4K. And if you can't tell, eventually later on, next year, I will be streaming at 1440 instead of the normal 1080p, because this AVC encoder is what? was that? Oh my god! You missed out! That was beautiful. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming and uploading videos in 1440 next year. Hopefully the same time, like the same time I have everything set up, I'll be able to pick it up. My staff now. Yeah. I'll be able to like stream in 1440 and actually upload in 1440. I've been dipping into the higher resolutions when it comes to like uploading videos, which of course all of my guides I'm going to upload them in 4K. It's an upscale version of 4K since, you know, at the moment I don't have 4K. So I've been dabbling into it and 1440 is of course the sweet spot for streams, which is really great. One, if I don't have to stream at 1080p, so like when the stream is over, it won't be at a AVC1 encoder because the encoder on YouTube is really good, but because if the stream or if the video is not bringing in crazy amount of traction, they won't put your video at VP9. It'll just be a normal standard AVC, which is the old encoder. So that is why when it comes to getting the VP9 encoder, you're gonna have to stream or upload videos at a higher resolution. That's why when you see a lot of people nowadays, they just upload in 1440 or 4K instead of like 1080p. Like the only way you'll get like the VP9 encoder at 1080p is if you're a person that brings in at least a lot of traction. When I say a lot of traction, I mean it has to have a lot of traffic. Like you can get 1K, 2K on all of your videos, vice versa, right? Because let's say it like this. My if I remember correctly, let me actually check it right here. Go to my YouTube channel. Well, I don't even need to go to my YouTube channel. I need to go to my dashboard real quick. If I go to my dashboard, right, and I click on my guide video, which was my latest guide video, right? That thing has almost 2K, right? Almost 2K views, right? Oh, let's go to an old one because I uploaded that in 4K. Let's go to an older one. So I did not click that game. What the hell? Okay. Guide. Okay, so I uploaded the what's her name? Bella? I uploaded Bella's guide in 1080p. If I remember correctly. Yeah, I uploaded it in 1080p. That guide got 9.2k views and it still got the AVC1 encoder. So like I'm saying, even though like my video builds a lot of traction, because of the way how YouTube's player is, I will forever always have the AVC1 encoder if I don't upload at, you know, a higher resolution. So that's why it's like gonna be better to like stream at 1440 and actually upload in 1440. So once I have that all set up, the quality of the stream and the quality of the video won't look bad. Even if I stream it like, you know, the bitrate I'm streaming at right now. It's not gonna matter as long as, you know, I stream in 1440. Once I got that set up, and once I get that 4K capture card, I won't have to ever worry about quality anymore. So that's like the main reason of me, like, you know, getting the secondary PC. For one, because the GPU I'm going for is a 3080 Ti, a little bit, you know, a little bit weaker than the 3090, but I'm not gonna spend like over 3K just for a capture card. That's too much. I'll spend around like 2.5, but I will not spend over 3K. If I'm gonna spend 3K, I better like get something else. I'll just get like, you know, probably like another bill or something. But I'll spend it on the 3080 Ti. Not much, and like you can easily get that on sale. Literally for like around 2K. And if you like search, you can literally get that for even cheaper. So that's why. I'm gonna do all that, get the secondary PC set up, because it's already there. I just need a capture card. It's like the most simplest thing. If I spend money and like get the capture card, I'm gonna be held back right now with what I actually want to do, which is move, of course, because I've lived in this place for far too long, and it's about time I live on my own. Just saying. Got him. There we go. Easy. It's honestly me living with family, which of course, you know, pandemic, even though it's still kind of going on and there's a new variant and everything else, it's kind of a smarter thing to do to just live with family, but I can't do much when I live here. Like, the times that I stream, which I can stream, is mostly in the evening. I try to stream in the morning, but it's like very difficult. And also, like, I stream like, you know, way late at night that goes into the morning. I can't really, you know, talk that loud and vice versa because, you know, I live with people. But if I live alone, I won't have to worry about that. Plus, I'm gonna try to get like a 3-room apartment. One's gonna be like an office area, of course. That's where I'm gonna do all my streams, and I'm gonna have it padded so I don't, you know, hear the echo and everything else, and the sound doesn't leave the room that much. And I'll have like, of course, you know, the normal standard bedroom area and another area for like extra stuff and vice versa. I'll figure out that later on, but I'm really just trying to go for a 3-bedroom. And when I live alone, everything will be better. I'll be able to make more content, more videos, and, you know, I won't have to lower the volume of my voice because people like, you know, in this house are asleep. I think at the end of the day, that's what most people really want to do. It's just gonna be better for me, honestly. Okay, the next mission, right? Wait a minute. Warrior for all. Okay, I got it. Okay, look at my frames. They're dropping below 50 and 60. Oops. OBS does not like me doing anything fun. Because normally if I don't have OBS open, I would literally get like almost around like 180 FPS. Like almost 200. But OBS does not like me. It never did and it never will. I don't know why. Like, OBS does not like me streaming like games that are like, you know, GPU dependent. Well, this game is CPU dependent. So that's probably, you know, it, but at the end of the day, I have like a very good CPU and I have like, you know, very good memory. So it shouldn't really be acting up like this, but I don't know. Like, when I first got the GPU and the CPU, everything worked out perfectly. I had no problems. I could stream at like medium preset in OBS with no problems whatsoever. And then after like months, OBS said, no, we'll make your entire game run like crap. That's how it's been. I was able to stream like, what was it? The first game I streamed when I had my CPU, like when I just got it, was what do you think? No. Alright. When I just got my CPU was Overwatch, and I was streaming at like medium preset, right? Medium preset, and I had the game at max and I had no problems whatsoever. And of course, my whole system updated. My whole system updated and then everything just started to go to crap. This is why sometimes I really don't like updating like software. Cause like one software is all it takes to just like break everything. Probably will have to upgrade my GPU, because the 1060 is kind of holding back the majority of the things, which I understand. And I did go for like a cheap 3 gig instead of the normal 6 gig. 6 gig probably could have helped me out a little bit more. But, you know, the time when I got the upgrade for everything, it was when the pandemic was happening and I was working, I was working like the graveyard shift, and I just needed something right away. I don't know. Somehow in my mind, I just had a feeling that they were gonna screw me over at that place. Which they did, of course. But, you know, at least I made, you know, enough money to actually get my, bill. It's cheap, but it works. Not the greatest, but it works. Wow. Negate my whole thing. Found you, my boy. Word is gonna be like that. Do it again. I can do this all day. I got all MP. Oh, you're lucky. And that didn't hit. Yeah, you love running away, huh? Can't get away from my Soul Tracer. God, I love that move. And yes, I did go for something cheaper for the second build. Because I don't really necessarily need much to actually, you know, stream on a secondary PC. I just need it all to just be only focused on streaming, not gaming. Once that is done, everything is like, you know, much easier. What I'm really looking forward to is actually being able to play Knockout without my game running like crap. It's like, ooh, if I don't stream with OBS and play Knockout, ooh, you have no idea how smooth that game runs. Frames do not drop for nothing, even on that laggy karma. Because every time I stream Knockout, I'm always playing at a disadvantage because, you know, OBS being open in the background. Range is still so good. Love it. I just want to give a heads up, like, since I'm playing like this in the beginning, do know the playstyle that I play is going to change once I start doing raids. That's how it always is. Everything make it, you know, seem fast in the beginning. You really can't tell how a character fully plays unless like you're playing like raids and runs later. You are still alive? Hey, Irene putting in the work. My girl. Alright. Might be able to bring out Oogie today. Maybe, I don't know. I'm at half of like, you know, 200 of the fatigue points, so like it might not even, I might not even be able to like play for that long. And yes, I do know that even if my fatigue is runned out, I could actually still, you know, keep going, but I don't get like the extra stuff. I don't get the extra stuff, so that is why like I don't really continue the leveling unless like, you know, I have fatigue. But at the same time, when the fatigue is up, it gives me time to like do other things. I'm not that much in a rush to level her. Honestly, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people that are gonna make their guides, but of course they're gonna make their guides extra long while I make my guides extra short. And if I rush it, it's just, you know, gonna be bad. Like I rushed Kale's guide, and it was, you know, self-explanatory with that guide. Pretty much straightforward and everything else. It was good in my book. But I do feel like it was kinda rushed. That's why I didn't really get that much views. Because like Kale is just, you know, that type of character that you don't really necessarily need a guide. Oops, that went in the wrong direction. You don't really necessarily need a guide. Well, he knocked me out of my stuff to actually play that character, because he's so easy to learn and vice versa. But I would have loved it if that, you know, did more views, but I can't really, you know, blame people for not really caring that much with a character like that. There was like Kai being the easiest character, and then it just dropped down to Kale's level where, you know, kind of like brain dead gameplay mechanic. You attack, and then you block. It's literally Kale's playstyle, and honestly, I can understand why there are certain people that, you know, don't really care that much. Actually, like after I made the guide on him, I just completely stopped playing him because of that. Not that he was bad, it's just that there were other characters that did everything just a little bit better than him, and it just felt more fluid when I was playing with Tessa. Like after I made the guide, I just kind of put him to the back. Like the majority of the characters that, you know, I play are just grind up in level. Because like, if we're being realistic, it is impossible, well not fully impossible unless you like play this game like every single day and, you know, have the goal to like gear up the characters. It is impossible to like, you know, play every single character consistently. And with the way how like they keep updating the game and like, you know, stats are changing, like, you know, armor is changing, all of that stuff. And you have to constantly upgrade because like, you know, you hit the cap on like the next level and vice versa. It's hard to like, you know, have every single character geared. That's why when it comes to me right now, once I get Danah up to like level 110, she is probably gonna be one of the characters that I'm gonna be playing constantly because she's gonna be geared. Right now, at the moment, it's like my characters I play the most are Tessa, Herc, and Lathor because of course they're geared and I don't really have to worry about like upgrading their gear as much. Well, if I want to, I don't have to worry about it as much. But to my other characters that, you know, the majority of them have like level 95 or 100. No, 95. They have like 95 gear because that's what they give me for free. It's kind of hard for me to like, you know, gear them completely. It's a marketplace, even though they fixed the marketplace a little bit, so it's not really like super expensive for everything else. It's still expensive. So, you know, hard to like gear every single character. I try, but you know, it's probably never gonna happen. I even tried to like gear a Lin and it's difficult. It's like super difficult. Because her glaive is what I'm going to go for. Because like when it comes to her guide, I have to update the glaive guide. I think the what is her umbrella called? The Battle Shade? Is that what it's called? Oh my god, the Battle Shade. I think that's what it's called. Okay, the umbrella. Let's just call it the umbrella because I can't remember the normal name for it. That guide that I made for her is still, you know, relevant. So I don't really have to worry about updating it or like anything because it still has the same mechanics since it had since launch. The only thing that's changed is damage numbers. That's about it. The glaive is a whole different story because now there's a cancel for her is it poison dart? Oops. There's a canceling for her poison dart. So because there's a cancel, I have to like implement that in the guide. And since, you know, she doesn't have gear, or, you know, she has gear, but she doesn't have gear. What I mean by that is that she has gear for around level 95, but she doesn't have accessories like that. So, won't be doing that much damage with her. Plus, my speed is like around 60, if I remember correctly. It's around like 60 with her, so it's like kind of slow. So I can't really do much with her right now at the moment. But eventually, when I can, we'll get to that. I'm also waiting for the next big updates for the characters because it's gonna happen next year. And a lot of things are gonna change. And being consistent with the guides is like super difficult. Super difficult. I haven't even done one for Stylus. And the reason I haven't done one is because I deleted my Stylus like a month in after I made the guide on him. That was because back then I needed space for another character. But you know, I just kind of like stopped playing him after they updated him. The update was good and all. It gave him a new move and like quality of life changes, but it kind of like killed the fun factor for him, to me. I'm different from like, you know, most people. Most people enjoy these quality of life changes, and don't get me wrong, quality of life changes are really, really good for the characters and vice versa. But when you make the character so damn easy and not really, you know, skill based, I kind of lose interest a lot. But that's just me. The same thing they did with Herc's Teed. They made it, of course they gave it a quality of life changes. You now reload 3 and 4 clips in the chamber, which is really, really good. But, you know, it's not really that much of a skill base like how it was in the beginning when his weapon just got released. And because of that, I just don't even play Teed anymore. So when it comes to it, I just stick with the great sword when it comes to her. Okay, if I didn't say it, the way how to cancel that so it doesn't auto go into the move is that you just have to dodge. It's literally that simple. Instead of like, you know, it just auto going into it. Once you do the backflip and she throws the oh, what is it? Soul Blade, you gotta dodge right there when your feet are about to touch the ground. And that is when you can cancel it and it doesn't go into the move. And then the delay. But yeah, a character that I've wanted to play for like years and years and I've put it off for like so long is Lan. I've always wanted to play Lan because like even to this day, Lan is still one of the funnest characters to watch solos from. Like that's so true. Even though, you know, back then they had like the meme about like you just pressing one button, spins to win, and just like, you know, also binding your like merc bots to a key and then just constantly attacking. Even though they had memes about him back then, I actually really loved his playstyle. I've been pushing back his leveling for a while. Ever since they added the extra slots, I've had a Lan, but he's all the way at level 1, and like I'm gonna have to sit down and make time to actually level him. Because I made time to level up Kai, and yes, I do have a Kai. He's around like 80, so he's not 90 yet. I don't plan to make a guide on Kai. I don't plan to make a guide on Kai anytime soon, because that character is still somewhat new to me. For his weapon, I went for a normal bow and arrow. Yeah, for his weapon, I went normal bow and arrow, not cross gun like how most people go. Like when Kai was you know, well, not released. Back in the days when it came to Kai, I always thought using the bow and arrow just actually made the character more skillful, and cross gun actually just made things, you know, just easy mode. That's where, like, you know, there was a meme about Kai that he's like the easy ass character because of his easy mode and vice versa. So I always thought like bow and arrow was just so much more fun and so much more better than, like, you know, has like better skill and everything else. So that's why like I started playing it. But then they did an update for him and my boy is wrong. Something foul food. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I just noticed that now. I was talking to myself. Guns and sword is Chad said. True. I thought it was back in the days. That's why I always chose damn it. Bow and arrow for Kai. It just made things like so much more easy. I mean, I just felt like it was like more skill based. But of course the update made it so like bow Kai is now on par with cross gun, or maybe even better. But you know, that nuke with the cross gun is like really crazy. But I plan to like level up them both eventually. And then once I do that, I'll see if I want to make the guide on them if I want to. Oh god. Fodder! Get the fodder out of here. There we go. I don't know, I could never get the feel for Kai. Crossgun was autoplay and both felt like they were. Well, you just, yeah, you need to have like a different mindset when it comes to Kai, because like he's completely different from the other characters, because every single one of the other characters are just, you know, attacking, and going and attacking, doing all that, sword attacks, all of that. But when it comes to Kai, you just have to play, you have to play a little bit passive. I don't even know how to like fully say it. It's just his playstyle, and like at the beginning I didn't like how his camera was like only at one side of the screen and you couldn't like switch between the sides, like you couldn't shoulder swap or all of that. Like, it took me a while to adjust to that, but after adjusting to that, I, you know, think he's okay now. He's like really okay now, to me. But he's fun. he's playing a different game. It's like an FPS game in Vindictus. It's crazy. I gotta say, when it comes to Kai mains, they are committed to their character. I gotta give them that. I guess the term is more strategy? Yeah. More about strategy. Strategic. Damn, I can't even say that word. Strategic. Yep. In a way, he is like that. Hated the camera as well. The camera was kind of annoying. Wait till Letty comes out. Talk about a sad playstyle. Oh yeah, I seen her playstyle. Minty, what's up? Also, I've seen her playstyle. She can be fun. It's just, you know, you're gonna need attack speed on her. Yeah, you're like really gonna need attack speed on her for her to be fun. Got hit twice. I was on cooldown. But like, she's actually not that bad. She's actually really not that bad. Even though the person that I saw was actually doing the solo, they were playing the beta of her. She's actually really not that bad. Her playstyle, of course, is very damaging. Like, yo, people are like critting 100k and vice versa. It's crazy how much damage she does. But she does seem like, when you see her playstyle, it seems like the weapon don't match her. Like, it's crazy. But as long as you get her and play her and, you know, level her up and, like, you know, hone your skills with her, you'll like her. To me, she seems interesting. I don't know how it's gonna be when, you know, she comes to the NA server, because, you know, people on the NA server, KR server, and the, you know, the Taiwan servers and all them stuff, everybody plays different. Everybody sees characters in different light. I can see a lot of Kai mains playing her too. Because she is basically, you know, kind of like Kai. She attacks from like the long range. Well, not long range. It's mid-range and close range. And she just does a lot of damage. Like, if you want to have like a very fast clear, you're gonna probably see Letty a lot in runs. Because her damage output is crazy. And she does like multi-hits and explosions, whatever you want to call it. Just like Kai, so I know people are really gonna love her when she comes to NA. Was not a fan. I'm a fan of like every character that's getting released until I play them. Like, even though I watch over, you know, some of these solos, I can't really judge the character until like they come to like my server. Like, that's the only way I can like judge the character, is if I get them in my hands. Where is it? Lena in front of this. There we go. Like, I really can't judge a character unless I have them in my hands and I actually play them and, you know, learn them. It's the only way I'm going to like fully have a say on the character. First impressions, I can always have first impressions, but I'm not really gonna, you know, have a full understanding of the character unless I play them. Shoot, shoot, dodge, shoot, dodge. Well, that's the majority of the characters in this game. That is the majority of the characters in this game. You attack, dodge. With Kai, you do damage, dodge, do damage, dodge. That's just how it is. That's just, you know, how the game mechanics work. Can't wait for Letty solo videos. They're already on YouTube. If you search up Vindictus, Letty solos and just type in like season 3 or like season 4 or Einlatcher, there is a lot of solos in the character already. I actually subbed to this one person like literally 2 weeks ago when Letty was in the test servers, and they showed how she plays, and that's why I think, you know, when she comes out, people should just give her a chance.
To gather at Rochest, so here I am.
On that note, any characters you thought would, any characters you thought you would like, but didn't when they release? I would say,
Teve. It's Teve.
Honestly, I don't really know. Probably Belle. Yeah, it's definitely gotta be Belle, cause like when Belle came out, I had my doubts about her, because we wanted the big axe for Herc because it just matches him. That's how we thought back in the days. Now it's a whole, you know, different, you know, thought process because everybody has changed their mind. But when it came to Belle, when she just got released, I was not looking forward to playing her at all. I didn't think the axe matched her because of course her tiny stature, but you know, as time went on and as I played the character, I've actually like enjoyed playing her. She's one of the characters that I play off and on, but you know, after playing her and like leveling her and, you know, just, you know, honing my skills with her and vice versa, I actually really like her. That's why like multiple times I'm like, you know, trying to bring her back, and she's the one that I've actually geared up a bunch to actually bring back. Her gear has been updated. It's just, you know, the weapon is not at plus 14. Once I get the weapon to like plus 14 or even try to somehow luckily get a plus 15, I can bring her back and actually play her again. But yeah, it would be her. It was something I didn't expect, but it happened, and you know, I really like it. I just expected a tiny bit more from Letty. I want a male Thor. That is probably never gonna happen. You gotta think about it like this. The last male character they released, which is Kale. Who are we talking to? Last male character they released, which is Kale. They didn't make that much money. Honest truth, you gotta think about it like that. They're trying to make money with a free game. That's why they added the gotchas, and you know, they just keep constantly making female characters because they'll make more money off of, like, you know, having female characters and male characters. For male characters, most people don't spend much, meaning they don't spend money on cosmetics. The hairs are starting to look really good now, so they don't look as stupid of how they looked before, so you don't really need to buy hair. And when it comes to inner, unless you want to, you know, wear an armor set or an outfit that actually shows off skin, you don't really have to worry about inner. So they're not really putting that much money into the game for, you know, the male characters, and they already are giving you all the things you need to actually get to like a certain point in the game or in the story, so you don't have to worry about, you know, being under geared that much. So they don't really make that much money off it. But when it comes to female characters, people are gonna spend money on the inner makeup. You're gonna constantly spend money to make their character look good. A new outfit comes out, it shows off big boobs and big butt and like makes your character super thick. They're gonna put money into the gotchas to actually get it, and then bam, constantly they're just making money and just racking up bread because of that. So that's why you'll mostly see a lot of female characters as the new characters instead of male. I can bet you after Letty, they're probably gonna make another female character and not a male character. They just don't make money. Well, reality is bunny suit and dresses just sell more. Thank you. See, he knows it. They know it. They know it. It just sells more. Everybody likes seeing oppas. That's just how it is. Everybody just likes seeing that. And you already know how this game is. Fashion Vindictus. Everybody is either on channel 1, showing off their look, dancing in town, or, you know, when they're in a run, they want to show it off right there in the beginning in the boat. Know how it be? Regardless of what people say, sex sells, and it's gonna be a thing that's gonna happen forever. Shit. Okay. Damn, I'm weak. Maybe it's him. There we go. Kale. Yep, you and your kale vein, Minty. Well, you better than me. You're geared, like, completely with him. I am not geared with him at all. The only thing I got going for me when it comes to my kale is that he just looks good. That's true, some things. Speaking of bunny suits, Lily got one. Oh, Lil finally got her bunny suit? I mean, she's been grinding for that like, every day. That's dedication right there, because like, honestly, I stopped trying to care about the sign-in bonus after like I got my Tessa's look already. Because once I got my Tessa look, I don't really, you know, care about getting the final outfit. But I gotta see that though, whenever she gets on one of these days. And when I can get on one of these days also. That reminds me, we do gotta do some runs later on. I'm gonna be on Danah for like a while, even though when I make the guide on her, I am gonna be on her for like probably a little bit longer than Tessa. So I am gonna be, you know, doing runs on her and vice versa. We should actually, you know, do some runs when we can. 3-man runs, I'm so with it. Thick, yup. Every outfit that they're making now is just gonna emphasize the curves on the characters from now on. This is how it's going to be. Oh, I didn't bring any spears. Can I even equip spears that I'm not in a thingy? I don't even got spears. Oh well, whatever. We'll do it the old school way. The majority of my characters I can do like at least the beginning parts of S4. I don't know if I can fight the later on, well the latest season 4 boss and one that was previous before him, but I can do the beginning parts of S4 with my main Tessa. When we have a chance, let's do some runs. But not for the first 2 weeks though, because like the first 2 weeks I'm gonna be like leveling and grinding her. She deserved it, she didn't give up. Yeah, I'll give her that one. All the outfits that they had in it, I already got on like one of my characters already, so at the end of the day it was kind of pointless, but I did kind of want that bunny suit. I'm just gonna have to like, you know, try to get lucky in the gachas whenever they bring it back. Which I will do. One of these days. One of these days I'm gonna get an outfit for one of my characters and it's gonna be like one of the busty, curvy ones. It's gonna happen. But it's not gonna happen anytime soon. And even if I try right now, I'm just gonna leave it be. Later on, when I have money to put into this game like that, I will do that. But for right now, I don't need to. Leave it be. I'm sure, like, I'm down to do some runs. I haven't been on FF. I haven't really been on. FF took my life. Oh yeah. You can see. I can tell, like, Lil has been saying Yelf has been playing that game non-stop. Once my account got locked, I kind of stopped playing for like a little bit, but I did get back on it. And I plan to make time for that game. It's just gonna probably not be done until like next month. There's a lot of things I gotta make time for. Season 4 of Knockout started yesterday, so I'm gonna have to make time for that. There's also Blade and Soul, and there's also like Guild Wars, Rogue Company. There's just like a whole bunch of other things that I have to make time for also. And I'm pretty sure you probably heard the DLC for Warframe is dropping the 15th. They just released a trailer yesterday, and I'm kinda hyped. And that's another game I'll have to make time for. There's just not enough time in the day. Like, because of the fatigue system, I have about like 4 hours on this game. 4 hours on this game, and then probably if I want to, I'll switch over to another character, but that really doesn't happen that much. And then there's knockout I gotta do also. Like, if I try to do that also in one day, it's going to take forever, and I probably will never have time for Guild Wars or even Final Fantasy. How is Vindictus doing player-wise? It's still got players. It's mostly the dedicated players, and of course there are some new players, but it's still thriving. Updates and people spending a lot of money on gachas are the things that are keeping the game alive. But yeah, it's still thriving. Even if I check on the Steam charts of the game, there's at least around like 1.5k people playing. 1.5k people playing the game consistently. Even the old-time players, you know, even though they left to like, you know, play other games because they didn't like the Rise update, there's still, you know, newer players and like people that, you know, are dedicated, you know, players still playing. So it's still racking up people and it's still kind of growing. So it's still alive. I don't want to hear people say, oh, when are y'all gonna make Vindictus 2? When y'all gonna open up the games to other regions when it's not gonna be region locked? And honestly, Vindictus 2 is most likely never gonna happen because all they really gotta do is just update this game and vice versa. They already update the client, so the game's running smooth. They don't gotta update the engine because if they update the engine, it's gonna be a completely different game, and that can have like negative effects. Like they're not doing that. And there's no point in doing it. Oh, he still caught me. But yeah, the game is better than ever. It's better than how it was in the past. I know I was like mad. I was mad in the beginning when they removed 8-man runs, but thinking about it now, the way how these new runs or new raids are coming out, having 8 people on the screen, plus of course the companions, which people run like crazy, and also your pets running on the map, that's like over like 16 to like almost 24 people on the screen, and that's gonna be too much. So them reducing it to just a 4-man run at the time, it just made more sense. So I do, you know, like that. And after a while, you just get adjusted to like everything. Can't imagine the game going back to 8-man runs nowadays. Honest truth. Oh yeah, so much dropping. Yeah, there's like so much updates. I'm a little bit late to read that message. I was like talking. Vindictus probably bringing like 6,000 left. Yeah. Yeah, the game is freaking smooth now. Yeah, that 64-bit client plus the increase of the frame rate and just unlocking it from 60, that was the smartest decision that they've done. Because if I remember, I think it was like 2018 or 2017 when they had like the developer stream. Not the developer stream, the developer video. They did say that they had no plans to increase the FPS on the game unless a lot of people, you know, have high refresh rate displays. But I guess after checking the statistics, they just wised up and know that like the majority of the people that play games have higher refresh rate displays. So they said, screw it. Mad people have it, so we might as well just increase the FPS, increase the cap. And lo and behold, it's a great time to be alive. Because now, if you have a really good GPU, you can literally get almost 300 frames. Like the whole reason that I get around like 180 to like 200 is because like I have NVIDIA and Spectre on the game. And I also have Reshape on the game also. So like those are kinda demanding. But it makes the game look pretty and I like it. Plus my monitor is a 165Hz, so I don't really have to worry that much about passing that FPS. As long as I get around like 160 or even 144, nothing else really matters to me. Good to hear, I guess. I haven't played in a while, just personal issue. As long as I can find at least one party member or do raids, I'm good. Yeah, you should be able to like find runs easily. People do runs like literally every day. And there's a lot of active guilds. Like the guild I'm in right now, which is United Mercs, have been around since 2005. I've been with them since, what was it? I started playing this game around like 2013? 2013 or 2014. When I was like in high school, right? And they're still active. So there's a lot of people, there's a lot of guilds that are active and a lot of people that are active also from way back then. So you shouldn't be able to find, it shouldn't be that hard to like find a guild and people. It's like super easy. It's so much people. I don't really keep up with any other guilds, but I do know there are some OP guilds that have older players, like way older players, like when the game just came out, when they only had like 5 characters. I came onto this game when Arisha just got released. That was like 2014. And father, stop hitting me! Oh, you about to hit me with the explosion? Oh, lay that ass down, boy. I love her playstyle so much. It's so good. She's not gonna replace Tesla. Don't think that's happening. Tesla is gonna be my main for life. She is kind of taking Herc's position. I'm not even gonna lie, she is kind of taking Herc's position. She's so fun. Her moves are so fluid, so smooth, so everything. I love it. Lily's Potato PC is doing good. She blocked all the dragon's attack. So I mean, they did amazing word. Lil finally fought the dragon? Oh my god. She has been pushing that off or that back for like so long. Saying that he's hard. Nah, he's not hard. All you have to do is fight. Or just do the raid and you'll like get it pretty fast. But as long as she blocking, you know, it's good. He's getting better. Want to say that again, you little shit, Minty? She heard you. She heard you, Minty. She just knew it. She didn't even have to, like, you know, hear you say it. She just knew that you was speaking shit. And then she disappeared. But hey, Lil. guides at this point are extremely dedicated. Yeah. This is, you know, this is how I do it. I'm not trying to like rush this guide when it comes to this character also. I'm trying to, of course, enjoy my leveling experience with her, because if I rush it, it's going to not be that great. Plus, whenever, you know, I rush a guide, there are certain things that I figure out later on that, you know, I didn't put in the guide. And, you know, I just feel like stupid because I'm gonna be wanting to do that guide over because I missed something. So that's why I'm not trying to like rush it when it comes to her. I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna get her to cap within like 2.5 weeks. Well, not 2.5 weeks. I might be able to get her to cap like within this week, right? But to fully hone her skills and just get better with her, I am going to need about like a week. That's why like I'm not gonna be releasing the guide until like the 3rd week of this month. Cause you know, I have to play her, hone my skills, and you know, have everything accurate so I don't have to update it later on. I'm pretty sure if they make an update for this character, it's just gonna be damage nerfs because she does a lot of damage. They usually do that a lot when it comes to characters. Favorite character guides? My favorite character is Herc. Yeah, my favorite character is Herc. Even though I have Tessa, and she is my main. Herc just, you know, his playstyle is just, you know, so good. And he's been my favorite because, like, you know, I played him since, like, was it 2015? When original Hercs were, like, in the game, where you had to, like, play Herc a certain style. So he's my favorite in the game. Get some stamina back. Damn, there we go. As for secondary, I guess it would be Lothor. Then of course Tessa. Then after that, then you have Danah here. Hi Matt, how's Danah? I love her. I love playing her so much, Lil. Like, if Tessa has a bad update, or if like something goes bad with her, I will switch in a heartbeat. No cap. But I really like playing her. Her playstyle is so good. Her moves are so fluid. And she takes skill to play. It's been a while since we've had a character that takes skill to play. The last character that took like a crazy amount of skill to play was Arusha, because you had to learn her Mana Blade counter drain combo. And honestly, I only got that like 5 times with playing her. It's like super difficult for me. Because when it comes to this character, it's about like knowing your timing and your animations. Because her final hit of her 3rd smash, you're in the animation, you're completely locked into it, so you have to commit. Like in order to get a block, like I can show you right here. You have to like know the timing. Because like you can't do anything after you do the final splash, you have to commit. Like knowing the timing to actually do that and just cancel it with a block or, you know, a dodge is just what you have to learn. Risha is better than everyone. She says that because she likes to dominate people. That's why she loves Risha. And she plays Whip too, so yeah, that can already, you know, say everything right there. This. Still waiting on Matt's guide for Arisha. Arisha is at level what? Orisha's at level 1 for me. Before I, deleted her because I needed space for another character, I could have made the guide on her, but I needed that new character because I wanted to make a guide on them, and I didn't have the money at the time to actually, buy another slot, because another slot is like $10. I had other things to like spend my money on, because like, when she came out, I was in school, so I needed to pay for lunch and all them stuff, and I couldn't like, just spend $10 like that, or else, for the entire week, I wouldn't have lunch. You try to do history class and science class on an empty stomach. On an empty stomach, it's impossible. I wouldn't be able to focus or anything. So like lunch and just keeping myself alive was kind of more important. But we'll see. I'm gonna level her eventually one of these days. Probably like a little bit into like next year. I'm definitely gonna be leveling her though. And then we'll make a guide on her. Yeah, I always hated fighting this guy because he just moves around so much. Damn it. Here we go. This is why this boss was annoying. Run it from me! Oh, y'all both want it. And there goes my helmet. Here we go. Ooh. I remember looking up so many guides for Orisha and some other combos back in the days. See? See? You got some right there, right? I had to look up like so much guides also on Orisha for her Mono Blade counter drain combo. Cause like if you knew how to do that, you basically know how to play Orisha. And like I couldn't get it cause literally the input is WSAD, right? And it's DS, I think, if I remember correctly. It was DSWS something else. It's been so long, but like it was something like that, and you had to get the timing for it too, because if you did it with bad timing, you would just waste the entire thing. And like that was like so difficult for me. If you really think about it, it was kind of like a just frame. Kind of like a just frame, and it was so hard for me to get it. Oh, that hurts. Sorry, Lil. Dude, I will do a guide on her eventually. It's going to happen because there's about 5 characters that I have to do a guide on, but I have to level them right now at the moment. And basically they are Fiona, Rock, Lan, Tai, and Orisha. I can't do an Eevee guide because Eevee is one of those characters that you have to know what you're doing, because if you mess up once when it comes to making an Eevee guide, the entire community will be on you. So when it comes to Eevee, that's probably something I'll have to like really think about, like if I really want to do. You have to spend your bank saving on the girls. I mean, like I got a lot of money, but there's a limit to how much I would spend in this game. Back in the days, it was a whole different story though. Would have put a lot, but now, ooh, it's pretty difficult on my end. Star for a week, Orisha for life. I tried it once back in the days. Like, a week without buying lunch, right? And just putting money into the game to like, try to like gear up the characters and everything else. And then they updated the game and then they increased the cap from 15 to 18. So after that, I was just like, you know what, let me just stop. Let me just not even try it anymore. And then after that, I've just like been very hesitant with putting money into the game. Super hesitant. Even now, I'm like still kind of hesitant to put money into the game because of gachas. Because like at the end of the day, the thing that makes you a lot of money in this game is outfits. Outfits and NX items. And back in the days, there was a whole thing on NX items where people would say if you buy NX items, you're selling your soul to the game. Even my guild master, my GM, when he actually played a lot back then, did not respect anybody in the guild buying GM items. It was literally that bad. You buy GM items, it would be like a whole problem with him. Oops. Oh, alright, I'm getting rid of you now. 10-second cooldown. Spend your life saving for the girls. He's not coming back. He doesn't even do that move anymore. Jesus. Alright. I'm so weak with her right now, it's crazy. I gotta bring him into a corner if he's just gonna constantly do that. Yeah, there we go. I didn't need to do that. Did not need to do that at all. Just like real life. I mean, they're... not necessarily. In real life, there are some people that, you know, aren't like that, which I think is really, really good. That's some things also understand. Romaine cancel Arisha. What? Try to block ASD combo. My fingers. He tried to do an ASD combo and my fingers broke. It's difficult. It's like, if you're gonna want to do that, you're gonna have to practice it. That's the only way. And even I practiced it for like an entire month and I still couldn't get it down. It was super difficult. Fiona? Oh, Fiona cancels Arisha. Oh, okay. I get it now. Never played Fifi, and I played when there was only 4 characters, I think. Fifi is one of the oldest characters. She's actually pretty fun. It's just, what is it? The thing you have to learn with her is her heavy cancel, which was the most easiest cancel, right? All you really have to do is like whenever you did it in her, I think it was her 4th smash or her 3rd smash, which is basically the kick. You just had to do heavy guard, right? Once you did heavy guard, you had to either press your guard again or press your guard and back. And then you would cancel the animation. That was how you play her. I think it's still the way on how you play her, but I have not played her in a very long time, so I can't really 100% like say. But if you learn that, basically you already know how to play Fifi. She's not really hard. Just know that if you play Fifi, you're gonna be the one in the front. Because you're basically a tank. You're the one that's gonna be taking all aggro and everything. If you really think about it, I think Minty would love that. Since he plays, like, you know, tanks, I think he would love that. Lan and Eevee spam block in the day. And that's when the game came to EU. I switched to Eevee. Oh, now you've been playing that long. Well, if you return now, they give away free gear. Like, if you get to level 100 with your character, you basically get free level 100 gear, all the way to plus 13, and they give you the accessories and everything else. So like, it's a good time to come back. Things are new, the game is a completely different game, but still keeping its core mechanics. And you get free stuff. And I know you love free stuff, everybody loves free stuff. This is kinda easy to like gear your characters now. Well, you're gonna need a lot of gold, but it's still kinda easy to gear your characters to like a certain point. I was tempted to buy a comrade in this event. Hey, wait till you get one for free. Wait till the events. I'm pretty sure one of these days they're gonna do an event when you can like get a comrade for free. I know you want the Queen of Darkness herself, Succubus, but you know, don't rush it. Don't rush it. Everything will get cheaper at some point in the future. Some point in the future, somebody will sell it on the marketplace and the price is just gonna be lowered. Because they're gonna release another champion. Another comrade. When they release a new comrade, the previous comrade's price go down. Like, you can get it on the market. Did that really just hit me? That's crazy. That's the first time that has happened. That just fell on my head and knocked me out. But yeah, Lil, I'm pretty sure you'll eventually get her. Just, you know, wait it out a little bit. And then get her for cheap. Again! This game's working against me today. Oh yeah, I have a Vela also. If I didn't say it also, I have a Vela also. I actually was very, I was like very excited to like level her. Got her to like level 100. And she is crazy fun. I didn't go Chainblade because I knew for a fact if I went Chainblade I was going to be kind of bored with her. Because I did do Chainblade one time with her, right? Back in the days, and it was just not for me. So Twin Sword actually made the character like super fun. Spotters are hitting me. Whoops, too early. So this move where it teleports you in with the auto attack is actually really good because it blocks all incoming attacks for the entire slash. But once you do the final slash and you come out of that animation, you can still get hit. So it's just something people gotta know. Once I figured that out, God, it's been easy and difficult at the same time. As a new player that comes in and actually sees that and like tries to do it and then complains that, you know, it's not blocking everything, that is the reason why. Because once the move is completely done, you're still able to get hit. Figured out a lot of things, which is really nice. But there's too much coming out. I'm reading these mad late, my bad. I got focused into the game. Yeah, there's a lot of things coming out. I just saw the trailer that they just released yesterday for Warframe, so I do want to get back on that game. It's probably not gonna happen this month, but hopefully next month I can actually make time and actually get on that game and actually, you know, level up. And plus, there's Rogue Company, there's Knockout, I have to get back to Final Fantasy, I have to get back to Guild Wars. There's just a lot coming out, like crazy amount of things coming out. Fuck Minty. You don't want Minty to hear you say that. I'm surprised. You said that and Minty is just not here. Sounds good. I love free stuff. Yeah, just come in and get the free stuff. It'll be really helpful towards you and your leveling and everything else. Plus, if you're still playing Vela, they gave her like 2 new moves. And them 2 new moves are really crazy. also the new move gives like iframes. So I think you would really like that also. Danah feel learned from Arusha's skill. Seems similar. You want everybody to just be like Arisha, huh? Well, the thing is, Danah is actually over hundreds and hundreds of years old because she is actually a heavenly being from the demon realm. If you really think about it, she's a Grim Reaper. She's been alive for like a very long time. Right now, the whole reason she's in a mortal body and in the human realm right now and doing all of these mercenary missions is because she took the punish for a little girl, for a mortal. Because originally, the mortal's mother was supposed to die, but she was crying and she met Danah, and then they had like a little conversation, and you know, Danah felt sorry for her. So she saved her mother's life. And because she saved her mother's life, the leader of the the king of the demon realm, Yahama or whatever we'll call him, right? The demon lord or whatever. Punish her to actually go on the immortal world, right? And do a mission. And she won't be able to come back to the demon realm until she completes her mission. So she will never die, she will never get sick or anything until her mission is over. So she's been alive for like hundreds and hundreds of years. So if you really look at her weapon, which is the soul blade, the soul of the little girl that she saved, because after I think about a year in, the village chief killed her mother and her. Because of that, she became a evil spirit. And when she met Danah again, Danah actually purified her, and now her spirit is with Danah, and it's also in the blade. So that's why the blade can do all of these stuff. She still got her power like this, which is basically she going into her spirit form, but the soul of the little girl is inside the blade. So that's basically the backstory. Simple of the backstory, the simple explanation of the backstory. There's more, but you know, I'm not the greatest when it comes to explaining backstories. Lovers? Nah. Hey, I would not mind Arisha and Lathor being lovers. No cap, I would not mind. That'd be great. But right now, no. It's not with Danah. Danah's buddy is actually Lathor. They're gonna have an ultra skill, and they have like a little story together, which is actually really cool. Oh wow, they removed that. Back in the days, you had to take something and throw it at that to make this go down. Didn't know that. That's pretty cool. He's scared of you. Minty just didn't hear it. If Minty heard it, he would be like, what? What are you talking about, Lil? Then he would be on you. He would be on your ass. You miss me. Jesus! He got me trapped in a corner. I can't do anything. I can't see. He had me trapped in a corner. That corner pressure. Yes, that corner pressure was crazy. I couldn't do anything. I tried to get the block down, but for some reason his attacks just started to become faster. Hold on, let me fix that. My bad about that. That was Stream Elements. Stream Elements messed up right there. I'm gonna fix it. Let me go back to the town. Stream Elements being cap right now. Alright, I don't really know how to unban people from thingy. Let me actually do this because it just timed you out for like a second. I don't know why it does that. I even set the what's it called? It's security down also. So you shouldn't do that. Timeout. Or no timeouts. Let me try to fix it. I have to like get your name. I don't know why Stream Elements gotta be like this. I'm about to like turn its thing down to like extra passive. Spam filter. Caps. Oh, it was cap protection. Let me remove that real quick. So it's set up that if you put a lot of things in caps, it will actually time out the person, but I just removed it. Let me see if I can do more. Pull on Stream Elements. Stream Elements back at it again with the BS. Alright, I think I'll probably have to do this. Oh, I don't really mind doing this, so let me actually do this real quick. Damn, I'm about to give you power. I'm about to give you power for like a little while. So you should be able to like do whatever you want now. Sorry about that. Awful, sorry about that. You should be able to do, text and do everything now. Since I'm still figuring out Stream Elements, I just made you a moderator. So you got power. You got power for right now. And who knows, if you're consistent with the, you know, coming back once in a blue moon, it can stay. But you should be able to text and do whatever now. Elements being rude again. Yep, Elements is only known violence. He can't be stopped. Stream Elements is powerful. I've been doing my best, and for some reason, he just, you know, does not like people. Alright, so I think now you have moderator position. Yeah. Alright, there you go. Should be fine now. Shouldn't have any problems. Once again, sorry about that. My bad. Oh wow, we're here. Hey, I get to fight my mans. Love this guy. I'm just, you know, angry that we had to do this. Too slow. At least I'm not crazy strong, so it doesn't really end it so quickly. So it could actually be like a fight. Aw, come on. This move. You remember that move from back in the days? That move was annoying, and he would lock you in the corner just doing that over and over, and you couldn't do anything. I remember I was running this with one of my friends back then, And literally, he was trapped in the corner because Inkels kept doing that move and it killed him. Yo, that brings back so much memories. Now I got your sword. Look, even he agrees with me. He's saying, yep. Back in the days, I was kind of a cheap ass. Yo, it's Giga Chad. Loved this guy back then. I hate that they made season 1 so weak with the Rise update. Like, all of these bosses used to be crazy. I mean, the Iron Latcher actually increases their damage and everything, but it just don't feel the same. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's fine. I think you're probably gonna be the last moderator I'm gonna give to people, because I don't want the whole thing to be filled with moderators. There was one person that I gave the moderator to, and they just overused their power a little bit too much, so I had to remove them as a mod. After that day, I just want to only have like a certain selected amount of moderators. I might add 2 more in the future, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Because right now, at the moment, I have about like 7 moderators in total. I think the cap I'm gonna want is at least 10. I think, yeah, if I start being consistent with the streams, I'm pretty sure people will come in and everything else. So there is gonna be a lot of people texting and typing and all that stuff. I would just love to have like a certain selected amount of moderators that actually, can just police the chat. Honest truth. Full Nighthawk. I'm probably not gonna use because thing is, oh, I can level it now. Okay, give me that. Let's see if we can get this to like at least 8. He brings me back. He used to be the rite of passage. That was back in the days. It makes you feel better. I do lurk in your channel a lot. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's all good. All the way back down to level 5. On you through your hurt guide. Think I'm doing good then. Wow. Look at that luck. It went all the way back down to +3. The hurt guide was something that I was like really proud of the hurt guide in the beginning, but of course, the moment I made that hurt guide, they literally updated Herc. They updated Herc, and because I had music back then which wasn't copywritten in the song, a lot of parts in it is muted a little bit. Not really muted, but it sounds muffled. So because of that, God, I'm gonna have to do that over. I mean, like, I really don't mind. It's just, it's just one of those that's just gonna be kind of a hassle because it's gonna, it takes so long. But I'm willing to do it. I just gotta sit down for like an entire week and a half, and I can just make it. And then I have to like dust off the rust on Herc also. So that's something. And followed you since then? Word. Okay, I like that. Been a long time sub, that's great. I appreciate it. I'm glad my guides help people. If I really say it, like, I don't really do the guides for like crazy amount of traction. I just do it to help the community. Cause I think way later on in the future, like probably like when I'm like, way down the line, like when I'm in my 50s walking with a cane. I'm joking, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, way down the line, I'm gonna be playing this game probably a little bit less. If it's still active in the next 15 years, I'm still gonna be playing it. But I'm just happy that my guides will be able to like help people out. That's the main reason why I did it, because like there wasn't really people that would do guides, and when it was people that actually did guides, they didn't do it completely. So like that's when I came into the genre of like doing guides on this game. I'm just glad I was able to like, you know, help out people. I think my first guide that I did on this game was actually Lynn. Surprisingly. And that guide has been obsolete for about like 3 years now. 3 to 4 years. I gotta eventually go back and like finish it. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. That sexy hurt. Rude boy. Rude boy. Well, got the name Rude Boy literally from my cousin. And they used to call me that back in the days when I was like young. And I was like in Jamaica for like 2 months, which was the summer. They used to just call me that, so I stuck with the name and it just worked out back then. I went from Rude Boy, then I went from Rude Gamers because I just didn't want the boy in the name. And Rude Gamers come from back in the days when I was playing on like PS3. I was playing like The Last of Us. Last of Us, ooh my god. If you go back to some of my Last of Us videos, which actually was the peak of my channel, I do say so myself, because that's when like the viewership was like really high. I was rude. I was like crazy rude, because I would just do some messed up things to people in games and just laugh at it. But that was back in the days, and that's how I got like the Rude Gamer name, because I was a god at the Uncharted. Uncharted is literally where like everything started. It's really sad that the game is just not how it used to be, but yeah. That's how I got the name for Rude. But if I really think about it, the main reason I didn't want to go by the Rude name or the Rude Gamers, Rude Boy, whatever, is because every second, any game I played, or like if I went into any party, they would just say, you know that Rihanna song, "Come here Rude Boy, boy, can you get it up?" Every single time they would say that, and I would just get irritated by it. Like the first couple of times I was like, okay, it's not that much of a problem, I can deal with it. And then after a couple of times it just, you know, started to become irritating because I would just hear it every single time. So I just had to like, you know, get rid of the name because of it. Ooh, I got hit there? No. Ooh, that was crazy. Thought I would have got hit there. Because it really looked like I got hit there, but I think I had like the frame advantage and just was able to like block the whole attack. I was lucky. I did her normal standard smash, and that thing puts you in end lag for like crazy amounts. Love your guides, so much detail. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like them. I didn't think they had that much detail. I thought I put like less detail in them. I thought I like needed to put more detail into the guides. Like I always feel like I have to put more detail into the guides, but if like, you know, it gets to the point and like people, you know, enjoy it and it helps them, it's good. I'm glad you like it. Taught me how to play Lin. Yo, that was an old time guide. It's an old time guide. Glad it helped. So if you still play Lin, they added a thing now where her poison dagger or poison spear. Like it's when you hold the normal smash, and you hold the smash key and like you do like a poison dart attack. There's a way you can cancel it now. So halfway through the bar, because whenever you charge it, there's gonna be a bar in the middle of your screen. Halfway through it, you're gonna dodge and then let go, and that's the cancel. I wanted to make the updated version of that guide so I can like put that in. But you know, haven't been able to do it as of yet. But at least now you know. But I'm glad both guides actually helped you out. That's great. Okay. He missed me. missed the timing too. Why you make things so diff? At least his hitbox is not as big as how it used to be. Oh, he still hit me. Nice. I remember Glass's hitbox back in the days was so busted. And also his one-hit move, which, yeah, it's still one-hits. If you're running the special version of this run, it's still one-hits. But back in the days, his hitbox made no sense. When you had to like break off his wings and you had to go up top and actually like, you know, hit him. Oh god, those were the days. I enjoyed those days, it was so good. As for Lynn's, was it the Battle Shade, the umbrella? The guide that I made is actually still up to date. The only thing they changed is just damage numbers. I'll snap, I gotta turn off the music. I gotta turn off the music. It's one of these important parts. We're gonna be hearing some very bad voice acting. Honestly, they didn't really need to change the voice acting. Oh god.
What is the meaning
DS2
of this? Why have you all
hitboxes.
come?
Oh snap. You know, normally people would skip this right here since the skip button's there, but
Demand an
nah.
answer at once, Redragon.
You gotta
Who gave the
respect
order?
this part. It's the most saddest part in like this entire game. You can't skip it.
Shut up.
If you're a true
Dares
Vindictus veteran, you never
commanded
skip
that
this
way?
part ever.
Shut up.
Wait.
I'm in command here, Captain.
What?
I never liked you. You're too impulsive. Too curious. Such qualities are not for soldiers, and certainly not for commanders. See where your childish ways have led you?
What the hell? There's a skip button there? Yeah, they added that.
You are
They added it
completely
like
out of line, Redragon. Take
2
these
updates
men
ago.
back to base at once. I will not tolerate further insubordination.
All the cutscenes that you couldn't skip before, you can skip them now.
You've gone too far. Learned too much. You've crossed the line you never should have crossed.
What is the meaning of this? What line, Redragon? You've ordered these men out here on your own whim. This is treason. Return to base now.
Silence! You have no authority,
Authority
over
for me.
They have branded you a heretic. You have been stripped
Oh,
of
the
your
part's
command,
coming up. The part's
and
coming up.
I have been appointed the new captain. I give the orders now, Keegan.
Oh, he said it. Oh my god, that part.
Prepare to fire.
Oh, it's about to come up. Damn, look at what they did to her. My friend, she cried at this moment. When she first saw this, she cried. It was sad.
Gwen, why did you... Gwen!
What are you doing? Shoot him now! What is this? What? Who are you?
Damn. You know what made this part
Where,
super
where
messed
did he
up
go?
to me?
What are you all
They couldn't even take
standing
Gwen's
around
body.
for? Find him! Find him now!
Just left her there. I mean, it's understandable. Like, you know, you can't really do much because, you know, she's dead and all. Maybe his magic can't teleport her because she isn't, you know, alive and everything. But it would have been nice if they took the body and, you know, gave her a proper burial. But, you know, they couldn't do that, I guess. But yeah, that part is sad. We gotta go over here and then bam, talk to this person. Starts up with the cutscene and everything else, and we're about to now start season 2. Well, not season 2, we're in the final part of like season 1. Well, I might get lucky, we might be able to beat season 1 actually today. Because as you can see, my tired system and the fatigue is about to run out. So I'm about to hit cap with my leveling for today. Hey, we were able to make it to 70. Went up 10 levels, ain't that bad. Yikes. Yeah, that part did things to people's heartstrings. You know what's the crazy thing? People did not care about when the first guy, you know, got his head bashed in by the Fulmore. People just said, okay, that was his fault for being like, you know, stupid and going there by himself and vice versa. But when it came to Gwen's death, a lot of people was sad about that. Even me, I was sad about it. I didn't really cry. But you know, it was real sad. And no lie, I did not know Gwen was a girl until that moment. I did not know. I'm not even lying. I really didn't know back then. Only thing I thought was like, hey, Gwen is pretty cool. This dude's pretty cool. And then at the end, I heard the voice and I was like, oh, he's a she. Damn. And I literally was mad at myself for just not noticing that. But all that armor just hid everything, so how was I supposed to know? But it is sad though, that part. But guess what? Season 4, I think in the end part of Season 4, or probably going into Season 5, they're gonna bring them back. The thing about this, when it comes to Season 1, well, Season 2. Season 2, basically you're just going back in time and just doing the same story again from a different perspective. That's all that like the season are. Same thing with Season 3. That's all you're doing. Just going back in time and just doing the same thing over again from a different perspective. Kinda crazy when you think about it. Time traveling is confusing. And in this game, it even makes it even more confusing. And if you're not a person that doesn't read the story, you won't even understand that. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. I was supposed to press tab. Oh, that thing sends you far. Love it. But the story showed Gwen was a girl before she died. I didn't read the story, Lil. That's the thing. Back then, I didn't read the story of the game. I just played it for the gameplay. I didn't read it for the story. I just started last year reading the game for its story and actually paying attention to the story. I didn't know back then. I didn't really pay attention to it. And you can't really blame me that much. I played it back then when I was young. When I was like young. So like I didn't even fully read anything back then. The only thing I knew is that she was some type of a commander. Or well, they was some type of a commander. my god, man, how could you? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I know I'm a bad person. I didn't mean for it to be like that. I'm reflecting. Even to this day, I'm still reflecting. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to be all like that. Like, if it was just written there, like, in my face, or they pop up on the screen, or if, you know, they said it in the, you know, with dialogue, I wouldn't have, you know, not known. Even my friends back then didn't know also. So it wasn't just me. You can't just blame me alone, Lil. I did not know, and there was a lot of people that did not know also. They gave me another Nighthawk. Maybe I could get lucky with that and actually increase that. But she had no helmet? Okay, a lot of them had no helmet. Our boss, when we were just a mercenary, had no helmet. Gallagher had no helmet. Brennan had no helmet. Fergus had no helmet. Plus she had like a kind of pixie cut, right? I just didn't know. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. Don't blame me too much. I was oblivious. I wish I knew earlier though. You seen she was a girl? No! No, we did not. I did not know until the end when, you know, she died because of her armor. I, like, every time I've seen her back then was just, you know, the silhouette, which was the picture and everything else. And that one part when they had the animation. And she was wearing armor. Like, if you really think about it now, Lil, she had the same walking animation like all the male characters. They just added, like, literally when the Rise update happened, that's when they just added the animation of her walking in armor being feminine. It's like back then everybody in the armor walked the same. She looked like Vela. No, she did not. No, she did not. We saying they copy and paste Vela's face? You know how much Vela mains will just be on you right now? Didn't running used to take stamina? Yeah, it used to take stamina. It would have went down a tick back then, but they updated that and changed it. Picking up stuff back then. Took up stamina also. Ooh. Oh. Move right there. I was talking about it yesterday in last stream, but that was a move right there that would lock onto your hitbox and, like, you couldn't even dodge it. Trying to build up MP here. Oh, stomp! Ooh, I love that move. Spirit Tracer is literally the best move she has. I love it. Couple more, almost done. Season 1. Season 1 is so much fun. Season 2 was so much fun until, you know, they changed it. You remember back in the days, it was literally, was it 60 to 70 and then 70 to 80? Oh god, those were the times. Those were the good times. That's when season 2 was like the rave back then. And then they changed it to hard and like very hard and like god, hero mode, all of that. Hero mode used to feel like hero mode. Now hero mode feels like nothing. You'll Rarely see people run hero mode nowadays. Yeah, that's 60 to 70 and 80 to like, what is it, 70 to 80? Oh my god, those were the times. Kraken. I know you remember Kraken, right? You had to have at least 15k to join that run. Nobody would let you join if you didn't have those stats. And you had to stop Kraken from like taking the ship down. And we had to have characters in the front that actually had stagger. Oh my god. Yes, I'm a boomer. I am 100% boomer. I am definitely a boomer with how it was. I keep reminiscing about like back in the day stuff. I'm so lucky back then I played Lyn, because Lyn's stagger was really needed back in the days for Kraken. Like I had 13k when I firstly did Kraken on Lyn. And because I was a Lyn and I had the stagger, because back then, before they changed it, you could stagger the boss with like 10 hits. With 10 markings. 10 markings, you could always stagger the boss no matter what, right? Doesn't matter what attack you're at, what crit, whatever, right? So like, a Lyn was like very useful in that run. And of course, Karoks, there was always Karok back then. You know, Karok was just that tank. Everybody loved having themselves a big papa bear to protect them. Back then, that was crazy. Oh my god, you remember back in the days where, it was, what was it? It was Acer, right? Acer, whatever you want to call her, right? And also Havan right after? Oh my god, that was so fun. And you couldn't like, you know, get your health back. No, no. Was it you couldn't get your health back? I think it was you couldn't get your health back. And you couldn't have any, feathers, right? Whatever feathers you used on the last boss, it was just stuck. And like you had to fight the boss with literally nothing. With like no feathers. Would you stop hitting me? No feathers, whatever potions you used up, you had to stick with it. Like whoever was down, they had to stay down. Oh my god, that was so much fun. I'm so mad because like newer players will never know about that because they never got to play like that back in the days. Love it. Yeah, the good old days. The good old days. I'm messing up. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Good old days when this game was crazy good. It had like over 20k people playing at one time. Channel 1 was always filled to the brim with like so many players. There would be megas, like literally there would be megas all the time here being like, okay, running this and this and this, selling that and that and that. Oh my god, it was so active, and I'm so glad I was a part of that. Literally, I'm so glad I was a part of that. Those were the times. You would see people cosplaying Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Bowser. Oh my god. The looks back then, like the look that everybody would run, was completely different from how it is now. People actually crazily cared about the game, like crazily cared about it. I mean, people care about it now still, but you know, you can't beat the good old days. I only love the challenge runs when they took your armor. Oh yeah, I remember that. There was another thing back then, right? Meow. Okay, I gotta go to Colham for that. Alright, you hear a cat at the end, okay. You remember over here? I think it's in the other region. I think they removed it, or was it in Colham? Yeah, there was another thing over here that you had to run also. Where, like Lil said, you had to run it with like what was it, no armor and all them stuff. But it would constantly, like, you would constantly go up in the labyrinth. They used to have that, but they removed it because nobody played it anymore after a certain while. But you know, it was so good. It was so good back in the days. All them cute booty lands. Oh my god. Just love it, don't you, Lil? I know what you like. So, we're almost done. Oh, I think now we're fighting the dragons. Oh yeah, and dragons were actually hard back then. Dragons were actually hard back then. Saying it now, I can't believe it. Was it the electric dragon or the thunder dragon also with its like claws, where it like grabbed you? Its hitbox for the claws were so janky that even if you dodge, you would still get dragged in. I think I have a video on the channel that I did with my friend back in the days where we did that run, and honestly I would just always get grabbed. Even if I dodged at the right time, I would always get grabbed. And then I would just be dead the entire run. And there were people that would like literally give up also in that run if they just constantly died. But the challenge back then was crazy. Damn, I'm reminiscing now about the past. Those were good times. Those are like really, really good times. Oh yeah, and when this was also like a Royal Army run too, where it had like over like, was it over 20 people? It's either over 20 or 30 people doing these Royal Army runs before they switch it down to like 10. Good times. I should stop reminiscing about the past. But the past was so good. Never forget where you come from. It's going over there. Oh, no, don't go there. Don't want any of that. This run takes longer once you go up in the air. I can't have any of that. Damn, wrong button. But it worked. And I need to upgrade that that spear. That thing does so little damage. Normally that would actually just kill this guy, but it's so weak. I can't level it until level 80. Next dragon. Let's go. Oh wow, I hit my limit. Oh god, I hit my limit. Damn it. Do I still level? God, I don't know 100% if I still level once I hit the cap on the fatigue. I hope I do. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Let me just get out of season 1. If I can get out of season 1. If I can get out of season 1, that's good. See, it says it right there. You don't have enough fatigue points. You will only receive story items from the battle quests. If your fatigue points... Okay, I didn't even fully read that. So I only get story items. I won't get the extra drops, the extra cores. So that's what it does. Because I wasn't 100% sure with what it actually did. I could still continue the story, but you know, I just want to get out of season 1. And then I'll do season 2 probably the next time, or might do it off stream. And then next time when I come back and stream again, I'll do like season 3. Yeah, definitely. I might do that because season 2 I could get out of the way pretty fast with no problems. What's going on that side? Oh, you remember when this ice was hard to break, and the one shot would just kill you? That thing was hilarious. You should have a lot of fungus potions from the Danah box. Not on this character. I have a lot on, what's her name? Essa, but not on this character. I didn't even get no fatigue potions on for the boxes also. If I had fatigue potions, I would have been using them right now. Oh god. That missed. Hit me! Okay, he actually did hit me. The Tessa box gave you so many, and Danah box. The Tessa box gave you so many, and the Danah got. Oh god. And Danah got a box too. Well, not in the Danah box. In the Danah box, I think they didn't really give you much. They gave me like, you know, the basic essentials, but they didn't give me any fatigue potions, which is kind of sad, but I'm perfectly fine with it. It's not that much of a problem anyway. I can deal with it. Plus, because when I hit a certain cap on the fatigue and like it's completely depleted, I can actually make time for other things. Wow, lame? Yeah, it is pretty lame, but you know, this game is like based off the Korean version, and because on the Korean version they put a limit on how long people can play, that's why we have it. That was the good thing about like North America compared to like was it North America EU compared to the Korean server, is because we could play for how long we wanted. But because we had that feature, updates would come a whole lot slower to the game. It's crazy, right? That one simple thing, which is the fatigue bar, the fatigue system, because of that, our updates just came a lot later than other servers. That's why we were always the last one to get the server. So with the new changes and the new director of Vindy, basically they just said screw it, just give them the time feature, the fatigue system, so we can get the updates a whole lot faster. That's why like now we get the updates so damn quickly, because literally we have a complete copy of the Korean server. It's just the whole thing that's changed is the localization and also the voiceover and the text. That's the only thing that changed. That's why sometimes whenever you're in runs with people or you just look at the mega, you'll see some words in Korean because not everything is 100% translated. So that's why. It's unhealthy seeing such titties for long.
It's been a long time since your kind has been in my
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but hey. Yeah, did you remember? Oh,
in all this way.
let me alt tab here and let me mute the music so we can actually hear this.
You want
So, back in the days, I think they removed it. Back in the days, literally, Eve, her nipples were just pointing out of the dress, but they had to change it because some youngins that were playing this game back in the days got super heated, so they had to change it with her face change, so you don't see it anymore.
I've given you Aaron, the end of pain.
But it's kind of funny that they did that, how it was back in the past. Like, you might be able to see it a little bit, But as you can see, they completely changed it because like back then it was a straight up boobage. And her dress was completely see-through also. Hey, you can say what you want, but the Korean developers was a freak.
Soon the Oracle's soul will be consumed.
She was excited for Herc 2.0.
His body and return.
Herc just got her hot and bothered. That's hilarious.
It can't be.
Hey, maybe it was cold out here, you know?
She stays here with
Everybody
me.
here rocking armor. They're all like protected from the cold, and then she's just wearing a very thin layered dress.
And I will.
Maybe that's
The
why.
gods think we're insignificant. They toy with us like puppets, and they think we will tolerate it. But they're wrong.
Wrong.
I will stop you. We will not be your pawns.
A comma for life. The power of friendship.
What can you do against your destiny now?
I know, right? Why is she wearing that? I have no idea. I mean, it's the dress of the Oracle, so that's probably why.
Eternal prison. I control my fate, and I will end this petty game of suffering when I send you both back to hell.
When I send you both back to hell. Oh my god, I love that. That was actually pretty good. That was surprisingly very good. That was the one time I'll say like the voice acting, the new voice acting was actually really, really great. I'm getting... Oh, look at his damage! Oh my god. Ah, I was sheathing the sword. There we go. I took like 4 big hits right there. 4 big giant hits. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm gonna turn off the music for a little bit, because I actually have not heard this dialogue in a very long while, and I wanna hear it. Alright, so next story. Here. Damn. She wasn't even human to start with? Yeah. When you figure out that she's actually a god, it kinda hits you pretty hard. Remember when this dragon was a pain? Back in the days, Lil. Back in the days. Everybody hated this thing. It did so much damage, even now. And I know my defense is only at like 7k. But he shouldn't even be able to do that much damage, but he still does. Get to use the spears to pull him down.
To save Teve.
That was annoying back in the days. I hated that. I never wanted to do it. So like, I just let whoever was in the party do it. Or just wait till he came down. Laps. Hey, if it doesn't work the first time, you might as well try again. That's that Goku mentality.
I am beyond your grasp. You cannot save your oracle. You have sealed her fate yourself.
Oh yeah, they changed his voice too.
I will never give up.
Cause he had a piercing voice, like an annoying piercing voice.
We'll save her.
Prophecy has been fulfilled. They didn't need to change his voice. It was so good back then. It doesn't match.
It is time.
Oh, here we go.
I know how to save.
He want to save his girl.
Tell me.
Hey, he is his ride or die.
You don't have
He will
the
do what he
power
must to
slay
save her.
Melchus,
Anything.
but I do, and I will share it with you.
And good goods are just too good, Lil.
will ensure the destruction of the foe.
He got one taste and he wanted everything. He got one taste and he was hooked.
Don't!
That lizard is thick.
Rip out my heart. Rip it out and eat it. With my power, you can destroy the dragon.
Yeah, you are right. They actually did make him a little bit thicker. He used to be
That's the only
skinnier and
way.
slimmer.
I will take your power.
Damn. You have to choke
No
him?
one will take teeth from me.
You know, it would make this part even more funny if he was like, harder. I would be dying of laughter if they added that. Oh my god, the amount of things that go through my head that I could just do to make this game like 10 times better. You didn't need to choke him like that? Nah, he didn't. But you know how Keegan be.
No one will take teeth from me.
He was into it, I know it. Look at him. He's staring at him in the eyes. He's so into it. Damn. At least he, you know, fulfill his role. He had a role to play and he did it splendidly. You know what I just noticed? On his face, on Keegan's face, you can see the veins. So, they updated that because back then, the veins didn't appear until he was finished eating the hearts. I mean, that's kind of like, you know, a spoiler, but it's fine. It tastes like chicken. It literally reminds me of this another old-time player she used to play. And she had like this meme about this one part. Where she was just like, ooh, piece of candy. Oh man. I do miss her streams though. She completely stopped after she went to Black Desert. It's fine. Damn. My boy, you could use some lotion. You're looking a little bit ashy. Okay. They updated this part too because it was just a one hit.
You don't know what you've done!
But they added a second hit this time. That's pretty lit. Like that. Because when it was this one hit, I was like, what? All this time? You just kill him just like that? That was whack. That's it. Come on, hit me, Keegan. Alright, we got our 10 seconds down. Alright. Missed the timing! Alright, here we go to the second phase. You remember when the second phase was crazy? The end phase. Oh, get it out of here, Keegan. You was crazy back in the days, but now you're just a fodder. Damn, he got Virgil done. How you like that? And then he just crumbled and his arm just went into his chest. That is gross. He basically became a Dark Knight, yo. Spoilers, this is the final transformation of DK. You become like this. Your skin becomes crazy ashy. It'd be crazy if that was actually the third transformation of DK. They're pushing that back for like, I think season 5 they're pushing that back for. Or book 5, chapter 5, whatever they want to call it. I don't remember what they call it in this game. Your companion is taunting me. You should do it, Lil. You should do it and then show me her, because I've only seen her once. And like the moment I started to look at the companion, the person left, so I didn't get to fully see it. But if you can get lucky, do tell me. Hit me up with that. Because if I could, I would. That'd be the first time I would ever try to get a companion. There we go. He turned into his god form. Throughout the story, you find out why they were living among the mortals. It's kind of crazy once you figure it out. Look at my mans with his angel wings.
Teve, Morrigan will not have you. I will seal.
I said Arcana is better for rating. Really? Oh, because of her big cannons, right?
Do not forget me.
That's kind of whack. It doesn't really matter, honestly. I would like Regina. It's also was in Nemain? Nemain? I can't even really pronounce her name. But she's also good for runs. Who knows? One of these days I'll get one, but I'm probably never really gonna have her out like that. Because there's already too much on the screen already as it is.
I'm so sorry about everything.
Look at that. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, the wings. The wings. And then her hair turns black. And you know what's the crazy thing? They made her a completely different character in season 2. Made her lose her memories and everything else. And in season 3, or well, chapter 3 is when, you know, they bring her back. And that's when like Keegan saves her. Or Quota, whichever you want to call him. God Slayer. I need my waifus. She became evil, goth girl. I really like her black hair. Her black hair is so much better than her blonde hair. Oh no, I gotta think for brunettes. Okay, so I think I just gotta go to the inn. Over there in the inn. I gotta go to the inn and actually talk to them. Oh yeah, I forgot I got the mood thing. I totally forgot I did the mood thing earlier. I gotta go talk to the cat real quick. Totally forgot I did the mood thing. Oh my god, how could I forget about that? That's like free seals. Give me my mood seals. Damn, there we go. Good thing that thing lasts like an hour. Because honestly, I would have forgot about it. Fuck the Gallagher. Oh, look at that. Gwen is grayed out. She doesn't exist in this timeline. And everybody just forgot about her. That is sad, yo. The gods are messed up in this game. Just playing with people's like destinies and lives. Like it's nothing. Damn. Wow, there's a lot more talking than it used to be. Old friendship ring, sad. Oh, I heard they updated Tessa and Kale line. They didn't, I don't know. I didn't check the website. I don't know if they updated them. Did they? I don't know. I'll have to check. I didn't check the, thingy. Because they did pop up, and I did click and go on the website, but I didn't check to see if there was any, like, big changes for the characters. I'll have to look at that. They do a nerf to Tessa. Won't be annoyed. Will be annoyed, then probably gonna have to main her. I really hope they didn't do a big change on her though. I'm perfectly fine with a little bit of damage nerfs, but if they do a complete change, I'm gonna be really annoyed. What the hell? Why her boobs is so big? It's the bra. It's like a push-up bra. Well, a push-up bikini bra, whatever. But yeah, it's like, it's that. That's the whole reason. This entire thing is, what's it called? Hanbok? Hanbu or Hanbok? I can't remember. But I think that's the name of it. It's the traditional Korean dress. So this is how it looks completely, but you know, I'm not running it because the boots that I have completely clips through. But this is how it normally looks. Minty would tell you, because you know, Minty would know. But this is how it looked completely, and without it, it just, you know, has like a see-through top. Normally it's not see-through in real life, but you know, it's see-through here. So here we go. Oh my god, season 1's about to be... Well, this actually looks pretty nice. I like this. But we're not gonna wear it. So I already got a look. It's about time. About to finish season 1. Oh my god, we're about to finish season 1. Get through all of this. I'll snap. I'll snap. I'll snap. I'll snap. I'll snap. Oh my god, it's about to happen. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Look, Eve is right here, but she's great out here. Yo. I know a lot of people back in the days was asking, why does she look like Teve? Who is this person? Why does she look exactly like Teve? Pretty sure there was somebody smart enough and actually put 2 and 2 together. Oh snap. Oh snap, look at it, look at it, look at it. We're going back in time. Chapter 2 is about to go back in time. Oh my god. This is literally the dimension between time and space. It's actually really, really cool. We're skipping through all of this. I already read this back in the past. Basically, they're saying the same dialogue that they said before they died. And then they just vanish. So yeah. There's not really much that they're really, you know, saying. When we talk to them, they're actually getting sent back in the past, I think, or back in time. One of the two. Except for Keegan and Teve, of course, because they're in their original forms. This guy here comes back, of course, in like season 2, but of course, because we're playing it from a different perspective, we're gonna be talking to him again. Same thing with Gwen, but either way, throughout the entire story, they all still die. I am ready. Let's go. When was ours? I didn't need to do Gwen like that. You know, I really didn't even notice her chest size until you said it. Oh, look at this. Bugged! Bug! That 64-bit client bug can't even see my character. Wonderful. Damn, there was supposed to be a whole sequence there. We were supposed to zoom into the character's face and everything. God. Sucky. That was the whole reason why I even like this part. Because we get to zoom into the character's face as they look back one more time. Thinking like, should I do this? And then they follow their destiny and then they go through the light and it goes back in time. But they just, this 64-bit client just killed that. I'm so upset. Tight. Damn. I'm gonna have to skip that every time. Ghosted. Now I'm gonna have to skip that every single time when I actually, you know, finish season 1. And I'm salty. Salt. Alright, season 2. Eve. And then bam, all of a sudden she's gonna vanish. Like she didn't even exist. I remember the first time I saw Teve here and we were able to talk to her when we just started season 2. And then they just made her disappear like that, playing with my heart. Can't be doing that. Alright, so we talked to her real quick. And then she's gonna tell us to go all the way to the other place. Lena. And bam, just like that, season 2 has now started. And now we have the gathering thing here. I could never finish this event, no matter how much I try. Because you can only gather a certain amount a day. And because, you know, I'm almost like never on this like that anymore. I can never get everything. I do like the cap though. If I was actually really gonna do this and actually really do this, I would go for the caps. They're actually pretty nice. I would have to use like one of the premium fusion rooms to actually fuse it to my armor though. I have like 2 of them on Herc, but I don't think I'm gonna use them yet. I think I'll wait. Alright. I think we did everything for, you know, today's stream. I'm done on my fatigue. I'm gonna probably do a little bit of season 2 on my own time, and if, you know, I want to stream, I'll actually stream it. But yeah, once we hit season 3, I'm definitely gonna be streaming season 3. And, you know, get up halfway, of course, and then we're gonna start making the things for the guide. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here for today's stream. We streamed for about almost 3 hours. Did what we can. I enjoyed the end part. The end part was like super fun. I haven't heard that, like, that end part in like so long with Keegan. I usually just skip it because I want to just quickly go into the story and just continue it and everything else. But it was actually pretty nice hearing that again. So, like always, everybody, thank you for coming through to the stream. Thanks for stopping by, Lil, Minty, and... Well, let me check something real quick. Beautiful? My bad, I forgot about your name. My bad. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully y'all enjoyed today's stream. I had fun. Hopefully y'all had fun. I was gonna stream Knockout a little bit later on, but Knockout is having problems on my end, so I'm probably just gonna record footage on that game for season 4 and upload it to the channel. I still gotta go back to Minecraft and continue my hardcore series. So that's gonna be another 7 hours for another video. Kinda not looking forward to it, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. And yeah, next stream for Vindictus will be... They're massive, her boobs. Oh my god. Hey Lil, if you got on and got the free stuff, I knew for a fact you would like this. That's why I went for this look. So the next stream will be on Friday. Yeah, definitely Friday. Friday and Saturday I'm going to be home, and Sunday I'm going to be home also. In the evening. Not in the morning, but in the evening I'm gonna be home. So I will try to stream on the probably Saturday, but the next stream after this stream will be Friday. I'll try to stream around 3 p.m. EST, which is the evening. So I'll try to stream around that time and we'll just see what happens from there. Alright. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed. Everybody, thanks for coming through, and I will see you in the next stream. Filled with love. Those mommy milkers. Those mommy milkers. Oh my god. Filled with love. That's funny. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time for the next stream, people. Peace.